Here we are back at the auction. We've made good time today. We've arrived about an hour early, so we've got our list together. We're going to head out, find the cars that we've identified. Just go and have a look. He was determined to buy something. Definitely didn't want to go home empty-handed. Let's go and have a look what he's bought. What a little gem. 14 plate Mazda 2, done 51,000 miles. Nice colour. Can't go wrong with these little Japanese cars. These are really good news. Needs a bit of work. We didn't have this one on our list. Don't know how we missed it. And it was right near the end, but Liam got his hand up, so he's driving it home.
Okay, so here is our first auction buy from Aston Barclay. Now, it wasn't on our list. It was a bit of a rush buy, if I'm honest. I see it come through and I thought, that looks really cheap. 14 plate, done 51,000 miles in aquatic blue. But then, once I did buy it and I got to have a little look around it, I realised why it was so cheap. And listen, with the fees, £600, it didn't turn out cheap anyway. But you live and you learn. It's going to need quite a lot of paint on that rear quarter. This rear bumper here is also faded, so along with that scuff there, probably going to have to come the whole way round, because on this rear bumper corner as well, it's just a bit tatty, you know, so we're going to have to come all the way round. That alloy is alright, but there's a dent here that Steve the Dent Man's going to do for me, so you'll meet Steve in this video. Both wing mirror caps are going to want painting, and then this front wing, Steve the Dent Man's going to work his magic, so you'll see that soon, how it turns out, and then finishing off with that front bumper corner being painted as well. So let's see how we get on. Alloy wheels are going to want doing too. Like I said, a lot more than I originally thought, but let's deal with it. Let's get it done. Do you need my phone?
Yeah.
Struggling to find a clip on there. Headlights have been polished. What a transformation. Just 5 minutes that took. Looked like brand new. So Paul's been hard at work prepping the car, getting it all ready so that it can be sprayed and looking fresh. There's that horrible gouge in that door, horrible scuffs along that bottom edge and around the wheel arch. So that's all been prepped, ready to paint. Same again with this rear bumper. Had that nasty lift in that edge there. Sorted that. Paul has done an amazing job. He's even managed to do our wing mirror caps. Once they're dry, I'll clip them on. Rear bumper is looking fresh. That was really tatty along there, especially this side. This was the worst of it. Now look at it. No more gouges, scuffs. Just nice fresh paintwork. So the next job, we're going to get Steve the Dent Man in and see if he can work his magic on the driver's side wing and the rear quarter.
Thanks, Dave. Just wife
See you
just for a
later.
cuddle.
See you later. Not as far as I'm concerned. Here you go, big boy.
So the final job for this little Mazda 2 is to get these alloys refurbed. Look at the state of them. They're not all that bad, but I want to make sure they're all matching. So we're going to get all 4 done because they are horrific. So I'm going to leave it here for a few days, come pick it up next week. Let's go. Here at Honda in Letchworth to collect an auction vehicle that I won for our network of main dealers. Fiat 500 Lounge 2013 automatic with red leather interior. Looks like a lovely car. So I'm going to get this back, get it prepped, ready for retail. Let's go. Chris is leaving me. Where are you going, mate?
Tenerife,
You got 5 days.
6 nights.
6 nights. So
I'll leave you a list of what to do though, so don't worry.
Alright, boss.
And if you need me, I'm just on the other end of the phone.
I'm back out on the train today, collecting another vehicle we've won at auction. And I'm just passing the Emirates Stadium, the home of my beloved football team, Arsenal. I was here not long ago, watched them beat Liverpool. Come on, you Gunners. I have arrived at Nissan Norton Way in Letchworth. So it's my second time to Letchworth this week. Earlier on I picked up the Fiat 500 from the Honda main dealer just next door, and now I've just come to Nissan to pick up this lovely Nissan Qashqai. It's a Tecna, top of the shop, with the leather, 360 camera, LED touchscreen dash, sat nav, push start, keyless entry, lovely leather seats and pano roof, cruise control. So we are ready to go. Put our destination into the sat nav. Now let's take this car for a nice long drive home. I do love buying cars from these main dealers because not only do they look after you, I've got a nice free latte and a can of Coke, but customer service is always spot on. The cars are always described to an absolute T, and you always find that the customers part exchanging their cars into main dealers, buying a brand new car, have always looked after their cars anyway. So
after 400 yards,
drive's really nice and tight. A couple of bumps here, so we'll hear if there's any noises on the lower arms or the springs, which it doesn't sound like it. All good. I've got to make sure I keep my eye on the sat nav and don't wander off into the abyss. I've done that a few times, but overall I'm really impressed. Happy days. Got a customer waiting for this one. She's already been passed finance and she's literally just waiting for me to get back. It was another requested buy, which I'm really enjoying doing at the moment. I've had loads of customers reach out to me and request a vehicle, and with the network of main dealers that I do have, I'm able to source the exact vehicle that they're after. And for me, I love it. Customers, they're obviously really happy with the customer service that I give. And to be honest, I like to go above and beyond if I can. Yesterday, the Citroen C1, the lady turned up expecting to take the car because the finance company told her that the deal was all done, I'd been paid out, which I hadn't. So she turned up and she couldn't take the car. There's no payout confirmation, funds hadn't been received, and she'd got a taxi all the way to us from 30 miles away. So I just felt like it was only right for me to do her a lift home last night. I didn't want to get in a taxi home and spending another 60 quid or whatever it was. So I dropped her home, spoke to the finance company this morning, told them off a little bit, and now the deal's all been sent through, payout's been received, so if I can make it back in time tonight, she will be collecting the car this evening. So fingers crossed I don't hit too much traffic around the M25. So we got back just in time, managed to get it washed, looking fresh, ready for the customer to collect it. Like I said, finance is cleared, car's nice and clean, ready for its new owner. Happy days.
Can't beat a bit of winter sun. Hope Liam's selling plenty of cars back home. Liam, found this little gem. You're gonna need to get me the cap price and the retail price. I reckon I could have a deal with the fella. This could be a quick flip. I'll get it back. Probably take me 3 weeks.